Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that one of our admin received. The translation reads like this: "Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? So I got married to my wife's best friend, but now I am regretting. And at that time when I was still married to my ex-wife, even though we were not legally married, but I had gone and I had paid for the bride price, and we were staying as husband and wife. I really never thought that I was going to be the kind of a man that was going to walk out on my own family, because I have 3 kids with her. I never even imagined that my wife's best friend was going to become my wife. The reason as to why I did not want that. Unlike my wife who went to church, my wife's best friend, my current wife, she was someone who would go for a groove starting from Friday, and sometimes she would even go missing, such that we were so used to the fact that she can go missing. When she goes to a groove, she can maybe spend another week not knowing where she was, and by the time that she will come back, she will be full of stories, and we were used to that. So I knew that she was a woman who loved to prostitute herself, and I really never thought that I was going to end up falling for such a woman. So me and my wife, we met when we were in our early 20s. My ex-wife, she was kind, she was a Christian, and I loved her. I fell for her almost immediately. We got married about 2 years later, and we were ready to start a family. Life was not easy. The problem that I had was that our first child was born with a severe developmental disability. The doctors explained that it was a rare genetic issue, something neither of us could control. At first I accepted it, but as a man, it is very difficult. I do not want to lie to you, knowing that your son has a disability. But as the years went on, I started to feel it. The weight. I did not want to go around. I would watch other fathers teach their sons to play soccer, ride bikes, whilst my child could barely communicate. It broke something in me. I hated to make a woman fall pregnant again, because it was so traumatic. When my wife told me that she was pregnant, I kept on asking myself, what if something would go wrong again? When our second child was born, we faced the same devastating reality. It was another disability. This time I could not handle it as well. I began to question everything. My luck, my faith, even my wife. I was questioning her a lot. I started blaming her in my heart. I did not say it aloud, but deep down I started to wonder if there was something wrong with my wife. How could this happen to me twice? What kind of bad luck? Was my wife a witch? That was when I started asking a friend, and she was comforting me as well. She told me one evening after a family gathering, my current wife, she was really drunk, and she pulled me to the side and she was like, "You need to wake up. Man, do you think that this is normal? It is not normal. This is spiritual." Since she was drunk, I really thought that maybe it was one of those nights, because that is what she used to do when she's drunk. She will say a lot of stuff that did not make sense at all. So I dismissed her. But even when she was sober, she kept on reminding me to think about it. And she said, "If you stay with this woman, my friend, it is going to follow you. It is going to ruin you even further. You'll keep on having kids that have disabilities." And then she told me that when my wife, when they were still in high school, there was a time when my ex-wife had fallen pregnant, and then they went to a sangoma to do an abortion. So she was cursed because she did not return back to that sangoma to do the cleansing after a woman has had an abortion. That is why she kept on having these kids with disabilities. When she fell pregnant the 3rd time, I was hopeful. And when we went to the doctor for the scans and what, that was when the doctors told us that something was not okay. The child was not growing the way that the child was supposed to be. I specifically told her that we could not keep the baby. She needed to remove the pregnancy, but she said she can't do that. And I said it's fine. I kept quiet until one night I slept with her friend, and then I dumped my wife. I just walked out. I don't want to lie to you. I left everything because I believed that even if I was supposed to take anything from my ex-wife, then I would have that curse follow me. So 3 kids with her that I don't love because they have disabilities. And now with my current wife, we have a child together, a healthy boy that I am proud of. That is my first child, that I consider to be my first child. Those ones know. The challenge that has brought me to your platform is that we used to enjoy, because when we slept together, I sat with her down and I said, you know, you are such a beautiful woman, and this man that takes you out, give you alcohol and sleeps with you, they'll never be able to marry you. But as for me, I can be the good man, the good guy who can marry you. And she was willing, she said, to be with me like forever. When we got married, she stopped doing whatever that she used to do, being the slay queen that she was. I was happy and excited knowing that my wife will always be waiting for me. But then she started going back to parties, drinking, and that is the situation that I am facing. I recently got an STI, and what pains me is that she was honest with me. She told me that she was drunk and they were at this other club. That was when she spoke with this other man, whom she said later turned out to be a blesser. When she got into the car, found out that there were 3 more women, and this man bought them alcohol throughout the night. When she woke up, she found out that they were all sleeping in that man's bed, all of them naked. She looked around. She said they had slept throughout the night without using any condoms. So she was like, maybe that is where the STI came from. So it is very difficult for me to recover from that. She has told me that she is addicted to going to parties. She told me that indeed she is addicted and she can't stop. Last weekend, she did not sleep at home as well. I love her and I want her to change. How can I make her change? At the same time, I do not want her to run away from me, and she knows it, because I am scared that if she walks away, people are going to laugh at me because of the way that I dumped my ex-wife. Please assist. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our brother right there, and that was the translation that our admin helped us with. Let us try to assist him in the comment section.